cap, out of the draft, watching me ball. Soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Titans in possession of the football as we get you right back into the action in the third. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Again, it's Henry. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete.
Tannehill's pass intended for Corey Davis. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now it's Lockett.
Tyler Lockett.
A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's when it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, and he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. On first down, Wilson. He'll find Ballore out of the backfield. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd and 11.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And Wilson going to keep it again. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. 4th down. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. He may try. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And this offense continues to pour it on. Well, they were looking looking to throw it there on 4th and goal. It was end zone or bust. He tucks it, puts his head down, dives in for the score.
And he certainly had that phrase uppermost in his mind. He expected to throw the ball in the end zone for a touchdown, but when that was taken away, he decided he was not going to dive short. He wasn't going to slide. He was going to get into the end zone and gave his body up in order to accomplish it.
To kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Darrington Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
Henry. That's good.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes...
Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And the ball is knocked out.
Tannehill's pass complete.
And partner, I know hindsight's always 20/20, but man, just in general, those laterals, they can be so risky, and we see the risk that can be involved right there.
And you just have to know, and we've seen it because we've been at a lot of practices. It's not something that's practiced very often. You know, in that situation, you don't see guys really working on it. Maybe like we're bringing the rugby guys in to help us with tackling. Maybe we ask them to help us with the laterals as well and make that a better play.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Powering his way forward. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So he wanted to pass it, but that thing turned out much better. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts, not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they? And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Derrick Henry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tannehill finding Davis for a Titan first down. A carry here for the big tight end. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big third-quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Carson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Chris Carson with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10. At their own 29.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. L.J. Collier, his 2nd sack of the night. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. Out to the right to Humphries. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Fighting through. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Seahawks. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen.
And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
Well, this is something that Pete Carroll should be pretty well familiar with. Remember when he told Jim Harbaugh after losing a ball game and Harbaugh went for 2 late against him, hey, what's your deal? It's the same situation here. Now, I'd kick the extra point, but I am reminded that plenty of coaches feel like it's not their job to worry about the other team. It's their job to worry about their own team. You have to stop us.
Here's Khalif Raymond to return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A loss of 2 yards.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's having a day here in quarter number 3. Over 100 yards, couple touchdowns. Every receiver's hope for when they head into that game in the National Football League.
And his team is loving what he's giving them. Of course, the yardage is terrific, but I think it's what you mentioned, the 2 touchdowns. That's the big one, because he's paying off his results downfield.
And still more time here, third quarter. We'll see what else he has in store for us.
Remember on their last drive, they had that pass play for a touchdown, and here they come out firing again. This play's not quite as good in the end result, but still good enough for a quick first down.
That one good for 14 and the Seahawk first. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. Here's Carson. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. More muscle up front for this second and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Gets around him. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now as his guys continue to pour it on. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver.
You ever work your way inside? Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. A short kick. Now a hit and a loose football. Still going past the 30. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Past midfield, look out. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he'll be taken down inside the 15. And to make matters worse, a flag is down as well. So they lost yardage and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. And now running right through him. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. They run it with Carson.
There's a beautiful throw there, and he's been sensational the entire game, moving it around, spreading it, hitting the right guys. And look, under normal situations, partner, I would expect him to come out of the game now. They've got it in hand. But you and I have been around this league a long time, and every time we ask head coaches about it, hey, why don't you take your quarterback out when the game's in hand? They just kind of give us that look like that's what he's paid to do. So it's a very unusual situation. I want him out. They tend to leave him in.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And he'll go down. here at the 12-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
This is Carson. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Adoree Jackson.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And his carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then. Understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Rashad Penny with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
No good on the fake extra point.
that type of a lead and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for that's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Back to the air, Tannehill on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 36-yard line.
Here's Tannehill. Over the middle to Smith. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. And the Seahawk, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Tannehill's pass complete.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Carson, the first down and more. And I think he's going to go.
Oh, we got plenty of fight, baby.
20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson, 73 yards. And this offense is running away with this one.
Jason Myers.
Well, I'm just not sure what more. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing. Comes of it.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the fourth. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago is starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And right away, he'll look to throw. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Bobby Wagner, multiple times in All-Pro, in there to drop him for a loss.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And it won't be a pick six, but he will have his guys set up at the 2-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you would... yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed they will keep possession of the ball. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete. Middle of the field to Humphreys. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
At the 39-yard line.
Maybe a free play here for Tannehill. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped.
Offside defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options.
Right there.
Now Tannehill. Quick slant to Brown. Now Brown, oh, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have recovered. And now 3 drives, 3 fumbles.
What's amazing about it is when we go around and watch practices, how many times do we see them put that sleeve over a football now to make it more slippery and hard to handle? It's almost like they're playing with that sleeve on the ball right now. Was it 3 drives?
Yep.
3 fumbles?
3 fumbles.
It's time to change our luck some way, somehow. Focus, concentration. You'll hear those words on the bench in a big way right now.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. 7 yards to pick up there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run again with Carson. Oh, and now he bowls him up. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. 27 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And partner, are you? Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A nice little juke. And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Khalif Raymond now. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 34.
The Seattle defense getting set to go. Recovered the fumble up on the scoreboard. They've got the momentum.
And that's a confident group that we see hitting the field again. Just what you talked about. Took away the ball the last possession. They feel like they can go ahead and do it again. They are locked in and feeling good about how this game is going.
And they're playing free. They're playing loose.
Yeah, and that's a good thing. You know, sometimes it can be a bad thing if you're too free, too loose, and you give up your responsibilities. But not this unit. They are ready to go.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Henry's got it. Out on the left side. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now it's Tannehill. It's caught on the right side at Smith. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No gain on the play.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Chris Carson trotting back out there. I guess it kind of goes without saying at this point, but he's had a great game, as we like to say, a nose for the end zone, no doubt.
Continues to find it throughout this game, and I'm sure he's got a nice place to live. He might want to make an offer on the end zone for a second home, because that's what it's been like throughout this contest. He knows how to get
Tyler Lockett.
Bring in the second sprint. Bring in the second sprint.
20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for Seattle.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Tyler Lockett with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are running away with this one. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Good on the fake extra point.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit.
Jason Myers.
I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, but it's going to be second down.
Shaquille Griffin there defensively.
Here's Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now, they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him? Bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore?
Tyler Lockett. He's at the 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And this Seahawks offense continues to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
So now a 2-point conversion attempt coming for Wilson and the Seahawks. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Raymond now on the return. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
Khalid Raymond on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. I would say they went 3 and out last time, but actually they didn't even get to 3 and out. Still a strange decision to us here in the booth.
Yeah, let's hope they don't go 1 and out, but maybe, possibly, let's try and think with them here. Try and play field position maybe, turn the ball over, put it in the hands of their defense. Who knows?
You're a nice man.
this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure right. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
Tannehill on the keeper. A fumble on the play.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field.
Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, you want to talk about making something out of nothing. Boy, he did that right there. What an incredible run.
Obviously a pass play, and he couldn't find anyone open downfield. But sometimes the receivers just run those defenders off, and it creates a wide open space.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And our attention shifts here to the Seahawks defense. And big play last time they were out there. Looked like they might give up points. Instead, they got the fumble recovery, and it led to a touchdown.
And on their side of the field, perfect time to get that done. But you're skeptical about it happening because it appeared that a pretty good drive was occurring. They were able to stop it and take the ball and put it in the other direction.
Turnover, the defense's best friend. A takeaway, the defense's best friend. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Tannehill's pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now it's Wilson. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4. And now running right through it. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on...
And he loses the football the second time. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Seahawks.
So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. And now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Back to throw, Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. For the victors, getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
This is Dev B Music.
Hey yo,
Yeah.
Nike check. And I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid. Tryna put them on, but they never knew it. They're like, hold up, wait a minute, like don't make sense to really get it. I'm steady getting to the chicken, that chicken finger licking chicken. I mean, I'm getting to the good guap. Keep a rack in my socks. Diamonds cost me a lot. Nike check up all of my socks. Hey yo, Nike check. T-shirt check. Sneakers check. Socks check. Hoodie check. Shorts check. Nike I done made about $1 million and I'm only 19. Icy water dripping on a white tee. And shorty got a man, but she saying wife me. I got checks coming in like a pair of Nikes. If I like it, then you know I'm finna get it. Get the bag and then I flip it. Watch me do it. All them all on my wrist going stupid.
Tonight on EA Sports, it's Super Bowl Sunday for Arizona.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Evans on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but from both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
Brought down at the 37-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They're trying to run for the first with Henry. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field.
Derrick Henry all alone. It's a big run there by Henry. And even 50 yards on the ground. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans take the... ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
The conversion is no good on the fake extra point.
I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
Return. The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Continuing to fight for more. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll try and run it. And they'll get this down to the 10. First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. On the move to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Jayon Brown in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts. So many times we talk about how...
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off for Arizona.
After all the talk, it's time for football, and here we go. Super Bowl 55 is underway. Raymond now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
By Jordan Phillips.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
Ryan Tannehill sack.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
The blink of an eye, that happened fast and a big sack. Though certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Defensively.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Kirk. And they try to razzle-dazzle, but the ball's out.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Cardinals.
And I get what he's trying to do there, trying to make a play, getting the ball to your teammate on the punt return, but we see the risk involved. It played out right there.
No doubt about it. Risk versus reward, and you know that that's drawn up really well.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, and this is recovered by the Cardinals.
Offside. Defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Derrick Henry. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a sack. They get to him defensively, but the flag comes in, and I think the D jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable third down, 3rd and 2. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0.
Joseph.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. On the return, Andy Isabella. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And oh, he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And a juke this time. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big chunk of yardage there, 37 yards. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. They'll roll him out right. And now he's going to use his... And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Zane Gonzalez on for the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Try to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
On the fake extra point.
And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for two.
Keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. An incredibly short. Now a hit and a loose football. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Fighting through pressure.